If you're in school, do you stand up during the Pledge of Allegiance? The American Humanist Association recently launched a campaign at don'tsaythepledge.com where they're encouraging students to stand up by sitting down during the pledge. Now, that's a really tough thing to do because you're just kind of drawing attention to yourself. But let me explain why it might actually be a good reason to stay seated. First, the words "under God" weren't even in the Pledge of Allegiance to begin with when the pledge was written by a Baptist minister named Francis Bellamy. If you want to be really amused, go on Wikipedia and look up the Bellamy Salute. The words "under God" were added in 1954 when we were trying to differentiate ourselves from those godless communists. The words are just a relic of the Cold War. They need to go. But for now, the legal challenges haven't worked, so we're stuck with them. What's worse is that the pledge used to say we were one nation, indivisible, but when "under God" was inserted right between them, it actually divided us. Here's another problem. Does anyone really think people are paying attention to the words in the pledge? I would assume that a lot of students don't. They memorized it when they were younger, and they're just going through the motions now. And having kids just kind of recite things without actually thinking about them is not what we should be teaching them in school.
Words were spoken by the late Red Skelton on his television program as he related the story of his teacher, Mr. Laswell, who felt his students had come to think of the Pledge of Allegiance as merely something to recite in class each day. Now, more than ever, listen to the meaning of these words. I've been listening to you boys and girls recite the Pledge of Allegiance all semester, and it seems as though it's becoming monotonous to you. May I recite it and try to explain to you the meaning of each word. I, me, an individual, a committee of one. Pledge, dedicate all my worldly goods to give without self-pity. Allegiance, my love and my devotion. To the flag, our standard, Old Glory, a symbol of freedom. Wherever she waves, there's respect, because your loyalty has given her a dignity that shouts, freedom is everybody's job. United, that means that we've all come together. States, individual communities that have united into 48 great states. 48 individual communities with pride and dignity and purpose, all divided with imaginary boundaries, yet united to a common purpose, and that's love for country. And to the Republic, a state in which sovereign power is invested in representatives chosen by the people to govern. And government is the people, and it's from the people to the leaders, and not from the leaders to the people, for which it stands one nation. One nation meaning so blessed by God, indivisible, incapable of being divided, with liberty, which is freedom, the right of power to live one's own life without threats, fear, or some sort of retaliation, and justice, the principle or quality of dealing fairly with others, for all, which means, boys and girls, it's as much your country as it is mine. Since I was a small boy, 2 states have been added to our country, and 2 words have been added to the Pledge of Allegiance. Under God. Now, wouldn't it be a pity if someone said that's a prayer, and that it would be eliminated from schools too? God bless America.